Let me get you right to something. There is a debate that's brewing right now among Hispanic Americans about illegal immigrants and next year's U.S. Census. The Reverend Miguel Rivera is the chairman of the National Coalition of the Latino Clergy and Christian Leaders. He says undocumented workers should boycott the census, not be counted. Hector Sanchez is from the Labor Council for Latin American Advancement. He says a boycott would be a huge mistake. It is today's Conexión. Mr. Rivera, let me start with you. Why are you calling for a boycott?
Well, Rick, thanks for having me. The board of directors of the National Coalition of Latino Clergy and Christian Leaders, back in April, we decided that it was in the best interest of the undocumented immigrant members of our churches.
Why?
To be empowered.
Why?
And to tell them not to participate on Census 2010 because
how does that empower
have realized
them?
That after the 2000 census data was published, especially and after the American Survey Research in 2003, all of a sudden anti-immigrant laws and ordinances have been developed against the same people who were counted in 2000 census. We fight that those ordinances in Riverside, New Jersey.
So you're saying, hold on. You're saying that your numbers make your people vulnerable. Is that what you're saying?
No, what we're saying is that we, as members of the clergy, as pastors, we have to take care of our people. We have to empower them.
No, I get that, but how are you? Okay, let's go back. Let's make sure I understand this. You're saying if everyone is counted and the American people, some of which are not happy about having undocumented people here, many of whom actually, if they know just how many there are, it makes you more vulnerable. It makes those people more vulnerable because they're going to be criticized more. I think that's what you're saying, right?
Without legal status, that's correct. Without comprehensive immigration reform, the undocumented immigrants are vulnerable, and then they're being used as a political pawn by the opportunist elected officials.
Hector Sanchez, what do you make of that? Is that a sound argument?
No, Rick. Let me start by saying that I share the frustration of the Reverend that there is no immigration reform and there haven't been any real delivery of immigration reform. But as a community, we need to be smart on the strategy that we use to push Congress and the administration to get immigration reform. What the Reverend is proposing is not smart at all. What he's saying is there are $400 billion that are going to be distributed out there, and the Latino community and the immigrant community should not have access to those monies. So
what about that? What about that, Reverend?
Latino community?
He makes a good point. I mean, look, he says even if you are making a political statement, and even if you're trying to protect people against criticism, by not showing how big the numbers are, that's money that those communities won't get. Those are heads that won't be counted.
Rick, it's a matter of principle. It's a matter of principle. The truth is that if it was not smart, our strategy, we would not be debating this issue at this time. And the other truth is that undocumented immigrants are not only being targeted by anti-immigrant laws, but also they have no benefit at all. So basically, this is the only opportunity that undocumented immigrants have to say, hey, we are supposed to be in the path to legalization with these new Democrats in Congress. They control the House of Representatives, they control the Senate and the White House. And besides, President Barack Obama promised that immigration reform, comprehensive, will be done in his first 100 days, his first year. So far, nothing is happening.
So this is kind of a way of getting back at the administration who promised immigration reform and so far hasn't delivered. Gentlemen, we're going to have to leave it there because we're out of time. We've got so much breaking news. We'll continue to follow up on this story, and hopefully we'll be able to get you both back. My thanks to both of you.
Thank you.